work finna spin. The ops ain't did shit to us, they mans in the wind. Told him when he get that 1-3, then it's an extra 10. 10 milli hit his back, he won't get up again. In the hoodie all black, tryna face a nigga. You know if you try to run, I'm gon' chase you, nigga. When I creep up like Debo, better tuck your chain. A lot of niggas crashed out, I couldn't get the game. Bitch, you know it's 4DM, BBG, ain't no other way. Creep up his block with 4 foolies tryna fuck his face. Don't try to run.
My son was everything to me. I just gotta answer to God. That's all I can say. Is your last answer is will be to God. That's all I can say. And serve strong.
Bitch, you know the game. Smoking dope with the demons, bitch, you know the game. Nightmare on the QB, it gets spooky. You must be a damn fool thinking you gon' shoot me. Chopper get the kick and name my mini Draco Bruce Lee. She ain't giving next, she gotta go, this bitch blew. I just hit the road and turned around and made a 10-piece. And RJ quick to call a nigga bluff if he don't blow his heat. Calm down with that tough shit from our soldier creep. I promise you don't wanna see my 40M top on feet. Told him if you wanna fee, it's 350 from me. I told that bitch throw that ass back, quit running from me. Bitch, we smoke trays out of zip, we high as could be. Your mans die, you lucky you ain't die cause you tapped your feet.
It's not normal for kids to go through. It's not normal for grown adults to shoot and see kids, or kids to watch their family members get shot.
Yeah, spark a op just to start my day. And I ain't gon' get high if it ain't that tray. Taking all these damn drugs, take the pain away. They say the good die young, but shit, I hate that way. Bitch, you know the gang, it's gangway, not no other way. The ops can't slide down here, no it ain't safe. Yo, man's been gone for a minute, what's today's day? Lil' Kobe hit they block with that chop, let that fully spray. Yeah, you hear them trumpets, nigga. If you fucking with them suckers, you a sucker with them.
On May the 3rd, 2023, at about 6 p.m., Sir Antonio and his uncle were in the front yard fixing his bike. 3 people in black masks drove past the house and parked near Lafayette Avenue before walking up the street toward the residence on North 31st Street and Greeley Avenue in KCK. Lakevis Sloan, 20, and 2 unidentified demons fired multiple rounds, striking 6-year-old Sir Antonio Brown before fleeing the scene. The intended target was an older male. A tip led 12 to the suspect's vehicle, which can be seen on surveillance video driving by the house where the children were playing. The car was located on May the 4th, 2023. 20 minutes away near East 55th Street and Norton Avenue in Kansas City, Missouri. Lakevis and a 17-year-old suspect did the race to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Sir Antonio's godmother, Shanisha Hill, said the gunmen were after Sir Antonio's uncle, whom she described as in a lot of mess, and claims he had been sleeping in his truck parked in front of another family member's home at night. Nobody really knows what the beef is, she said. We just are really trying to figure out, like, how was it that serious? Whatever it was it that serious to disregard the lives of children? Surveillance video captured one of the demons limping away from the crime scene. 12 noticed the suspects wore unique black and white Jordan 12s. Sir's uncle told 12 he was fucking with a teenager, and the teen was affiliated with another person with a limp. The teen with the limp is a known gangster. He lost his leg when he accidentally cheddar bobbed himself. 12 looked at Cheddar Bob's social media accounts, and he was seen wearing unique black and white Jordan 12s. The getaway car was traced to Cassandra Sledge. Cassandra is Lakevis' baby mama. Cassandra was changing stories and being uncooperative during her interview. Cassandra made a call after 12 left the interview room. She started speaking gibberish or pig Latin to the person on the other end of the phone. 12 said they figured out what Cassandra told the other person, saying, Yes, they know everything. It's on video and everything. They know y'all was there. Cassandra Sledge, 18, was arrested and charged with obstruction.
Chris and Laura, at last check, no arrests have been made. However, detectives are looking for multiple people, and they have recovered what they believe is the vehicle used in this fatal shooting. Meanwhile, it has been a very tough day for the many people who dearly love this little boy.
One of his biggest things that he always said, almost on a daily basis, Lord help me, was, you okay, Nana? Are you okay, Mom? Are you okay, sis? Are you okay, Auntie? No matter where you are at, are you okay?
Tragically, 6-year-old Sir Antonio Brown was not okay after gunfire erupted outside his KCK home where he was playing. His extended family has 2 homes right across the street from each other, and he went back and forth between them routinely. Many of his family members were nearby when the shooting took place.
It's not normal for kids to go through. It's not normal for grown adults to shoot and see kids, or kids to watch their family members get shot.
By all accounts, the boy family and friends called Sir was very bright and charismatic. Several classmates in his kindergarten class at West Park Elementary School told their teacher Thursday Sir was their best friend. Family members made a point of saying Sir loved his teacher and principal, and the feeling is mutual.
And he never sat still. He would be doing cartwheels across the carpet, and everybody loved him, even the older kids.
It's heartbreaking because when I look at all of my students, I think of them as my own kids.
And we're told counselors have been on hand at the school today because, in part, some of Sir's very young classmates don't understand he's not coming back.
20-year-old Lakevis Sloan and a 17-year-old teenager were arrested on Tuesday in South Dakota as they were getting off a Greyhound bus.
They are now both charged with second-degree murder for the shooting death of this boy, Sir Antonio Brown. KMBC 9's Andy Alcock is live near the family's home where the boy was killed, and Andy, a memorial is still growing.
It is, and it's also about 360 miles from where those 2 suspects were arrested without incident Tuesday night. Take a look behind me. We can take a closer look at that memorial with a lot of balloons and other items. It's the same location where Sir was gunned down earlier this month. We found one of the suspects in this case has a recent prior criminal record. It was one of 6-year-old Sir Antonio Brown's habits to ask his family, "Are you okay?" Now that comment is on family members' T-shirts who found out 2 of the 3 suspects in the 6-year-old's murder have been arrested.
When we found out about the arrest, that was probably one of the most joyful moments.
KMBC 9 has learned one of those suspects, 20-year-old Lakevis Sloan, just pleaded guilty in a felony case in Kansas City, Missouri, less than a month before Sir's fatal shooting. Originally charged a couple years ago with unlawful use of a weapon, there were issues with witnesses. Instead, 2 cases were combined and Sloan pleaded guilty to lesser charges. He was given 4 years probation.
I would not talk totally bad about the criminal justice system, but yes, it needs work.
While 2 people have been arrested in the case, KCK police are looking for a 3rd suspect. KCK Police Chief Carl Oakman says Cassandra Sledge, the owner of the car the suspects were using and charged last week with obstructing prosecution, could be key in arresting the 3rd suspect.
The detectives have been talking to her, and hopefully we're going to get to that 3rd individual.
Give up the information, because it really is not doing anything but hurting them more. We're hurting already. We're trying to heal.
And a spokesman for Jackson County Prosecuting Attorney Gene Peters Baker tells us, based on Sloan's arrest for Sir's murder, that office today filed a motion to revoke Sloan's probation in his Missouri case. Reporting live in KCK, Andy Alcock, KMBC 9 News.
All right, Andy, thanks. Chief Oakman says they've received helpful tips so far.
Lakevis and the unnamed 17-year-old ended up getting arrested at the Greyhound bus station in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. One suspect is still at large. Lakevis Sloan, 20, and an unidentified 17-year-old was charged with murder, second degree. Lakevis is also charged with aggravated child endangerment. Lakevis is a popular rapper, gang member from Kansas City. He is a high-ranking member of Gangway. He is also affiliated with Bino, BPL, and more. Sir Antonio's uncle was the intended target, okay? The uncle that was out there in the front yard helping him fix his bike, okay? That was the target. All right, so it made it seem like Lakevis and gang was coming for Sir Antonio, but that wasn't the case. They were coming for the older uncle, the intended target, but that uncle knew he was targeted, but he chose to hang around kids, all right, after receiving threats. And that's not that smart, all right? So they were coming for his uncle that was fixing the bike. Now, the uncle evidently was Big Op or somebody, okay? Now, if you know the ops is looking for you, or you know the ops is looking for the uncle, why you got him around your kids? Or why are you around the kids? And you know people are looking for you because you got bodies on your name, bro. You out here ganging, I'm talking about the uncle. You out here ganging and you doing whatever in the streets, and then you coming back to the house fixing on bikes in the front yard like you're Lawrence Tate on an inkwell or something. You can't be going out getting bodies and then coming back to the hood like you ain't never did nothing, you know, to nobody. And you know people are after you, and people are always sending you threats, and you can't be on social media because people are always threatening you because of what you did, because you got a body or two on your name. So this uncle dude, he knew what was going on, and the people the family knew what was going on, but they chose to still have this guy over there out in the front yard fixing bikes like he ain't got bodies on his name. This uncle guy went over there and he blicked, he shot some ops, all right, and then he coming back to the house and acting like he ain't never did nothing, and that brought them over there like that, because gang members don't just come to your house with kids and all that out there and start blicking if you ain't did nothing ever, you know. And this was more than just a social media diss. This uncle guy, he did something to somebody, okay? He shot somebody, all right? He allegedly shot somebody, all right? So they were coming to get back. He was targeted by a gang, okay? So regardless of what he was doing, whether he was out there fixing a bike, whether he was fixing a car, whether he was doing push-ups, regardless of what he was doing, the result was going to be the same. You know, they was looking for him. And he, you know what I'm saying, he throwing rocks and then running back around there, hide behind his family. And that's what happened. Now when this godmother, when she said nobody really knows what the beef is, she was talking to the ops. Said nobody really knows what the beef is. We're just trying to figure this out. Like, is it that serious? So she basically telling the ops, it's that serious. We know this Sir Antonio's uncle then shot one of y'all members, but is it that serious that you got to come over here and shoot one of these kids? And that's what she's saying, because this lady, the Sir Antonio's family, they know what's going on in the streets. They know this isn't random, okay? And then it says, whatever it was it that serious to disregard the lives of children? So in that whatever it was, she's saying, because oh boy, the uncle allegedly stepped on somebody or got a body, is it that serious that you got to come over here and step on one of these kids? So that's messed up when you know stuff like that's going on in these families. They know what's going on and they don't ever admit or say anything, you know, or do anything. And a lot of them are like that, okay? They know who's doing these crimes, and a lot of them prefer to get back street justice, okay? So they're uncooperative, all right? But they know what's going on. And this right here, this is one of those cases. So this uncle guy, whoever he is, he's still out here, okay? He didn't get hit, all right? So he's out here, and more than likely, they're still looking for him, you know? They're still looking for this guy. And whoever he's hanging out with or wherever he is a target as long as they're in Kansas City, Missouri or Kansas. What he needs to do, the uncle, he needs to move across, he needs to go some states away, okay? And don't be over his family members' house no more, because he know gang members are looking for him, regardless of if it's today or 2 years from now. So he needs to go somewhere in another state, okay? Go to California, go to Ohio, somewhere else where the ops ain't coming to. Now this, all right, gang wearing these unique Jordans and spin. What is up with that? Why y'all wearing retro Jordans, the collectible ones that go spin? They're unique. There's only a certain amount of number of them made, and y'all got them on spinning in them after flexing with them on social media. So they connected the two. You can't be spinning, and you can't be spinning in no retro Jordans. You can't be spinning in those shoes that you be taking pictures of on social media, okay? Better spin in some socks. And them socks better not have colors and all that. Pretty much better spin barefooted, okay? Because, you know, everything's on social media now. So I would say if you're going to spin, you're going to hop out on foot, hop out barefooted, okay? Because taking pictures and then you wear your shoes to go slide in, and even if you go buy some shoes before you go slide, they're going to have a video of you buying them shoes. Like, look, he was right here buying the shoes before you go slide, and you didn't even have them on social media. That's what I'm saying. You got to, if y'all gonna go over and slide now, I would slide barefooted, because they hooked on the shoes on these Jordans and stuff. Can't be sliding in no Yeezys or whatever. Now this okay. Now if 12 understood what Cassandra was saying when she was talking gibberish and pig Latin, hold on. If 12 understood what Cassandra was saying when she was talking gibberish and pig Latin, so you know all these rap lyrics in these songs, they know what that mean, okay? If they could understand what she was saying when she was talking in gibberish and pig Latin and all that, they know what you saying in these rap songs, and you're just talking straight English on these rap songs. So if you put it on a rap song, they know all about it, okay? Because if they're able to decode her gibberish pig Latin stuff, which I know sounded weird, they can decode a rap song which is plain English words. So that's just a heads up for everybody. Now, so we know that the uncle was the target, okay? So if the uncle wasn't there, Sir Antonio wouldn't have got blicked, okay? That's a fact. If the uncle wasn't hanging around Sir Antonio would still be here. So really, it's the uncle's fault. He's the problem. If he wasn't over there with those members looking for him, and he's targeted for whatever he done in the streets, then that family wouldn't have to deal with this tragedy of Sir Antonio, because the family knows they was looking for the uncle, and the uncle was out there sleeping outside in his truck, and I think the ops knew he'd be out there in that truck, and they was looking for him. They was looking to find him off in that truck. Okay. Now during this interview, this Cassandra, she stood on business. She was being very uncooperative, so she took her charge and just stood on business after that. She didn't help, so she's just standing on business, which is different. Well, it's not really different. Sometimes a lot of some women snitch, but some women don't. And this Cassandra's this is a good example of somebody that's, you can tell from her facial expression in that mugshot, she ain't gonna snitch. So now this guy threw his rap career away. He was a popular rapper and all that, so he could have really pursued his music and stuff, but he chose to be out here living a street life, okay? Getting some get back over this uncle guy for whatever this uncle did, okay? And I don't know what the uncle did wrong, okay? He told 12 something about he was fighting. He had just fought this guy a few months, before over some girl, and then he had a friend with a limp. Well, if you fought somebody over this girl, this guy Lakevis, he had a girlfriend, so you wasn't fighting him. So who was you fighting that made you that mad that you was fighting over a girl that they had to do that? This guy, I don't believe he was being truthful, because just because you get into it with somebody over a little fight over a woman is not gonna cause to be targeted by a whole gang, okay? This guy was involved with gang activity. It's just plain and simple, all right? So the uncle is hot. The uncle brought this heat to the house, and that's what it is. I'm out of here.
Shout out Fetty, shout out Fetty.
Catch a body up in here, you keep playing with me. My shoulder run your ass over, you come in the street. My brother walk niggas down and put him to sleep. But fuck a nigga, we gon' leave him laying where he be. Rock his ass like designer, put him on the tee. I won't worry about a hoe, plus I can't trust a thing. Got a bad bitch, she suck the dick while I roll my weed. My brother Kobe in the back with a pap on him. If a nigga run up the wrong way, bet he blap homie. This 2-3 will lay him down quick if he act phony. We turning niggas' brains to some macaroni. Hit his brains while I'm in traffic with this pappy on me. Stank just copped some perks, he said he got some 10s. Told the little bitch you wanna ride, you better buckle in. Beat a pussy ass in the mall while he with his kids. Got the ops scared to come out, we ruin niggas' plans. I ain't gon' lie, beat this little bitch doonies down. She gon' suck the dick, then I'ma tell her to move around, yeah.
Hey.